Hello and a very, very good evening to everyone here. A massive wave to everyone who is tuned in here. So many of you in small print here tuning in at one very time. If you do feel like you want to support the channel in any way, feel free to do so. The show normally lasts about an hour. So that's all you'll get tonight here, and of course it may be in replace of tomorrow night, which I'm not able to do. But if there's a bonus show, then we'll go ahead as usual. But of course, I'm doing one just in case I don't do one tomorrow night. Because I'll be having some, of course, dinner out somewhere. But of course, it's not with a girlfriend, of course. But of course, it will be something of course, that consists somebody having some roast, trying some roast for the first time in, of course, a restaurant in our local town. But yeah, that is the reason why, of course, I may not be doing a tomorrow show. Hopefully you can all see me, ladies and gentlemen, here. Sorry I froze here, and I have to just continue with the show like others' business here. So of course I can only apologise about that. Tracks that you have been hearing, of course, I made up with my own composition of the Piano Love, which I did with a different instrument. Played, of course, Kumbaya, which of course can be translated into Kumbaya Dance, which I've done as Teddy J, as a music producer, and of course Kumbaya was one of them. And When the Saints Go Marching In as well. We've got Give Me Joy in My Heart as well. And of course we're going to go hymnology, which means of course we're going to play some hymns with some beats. And some songs as well. So remember where you heard them. If there's any particular song that you'd like in particular, please do not hesitate and get in touch with us here. I am moving around just in case you're thinking I'm frozen here. So we are live and in living colour as well. Okay, that was just an enormous kind of tune there with a bit of party feel there. I don't often play a party sort of beat, but of course it just was quite some kind of beat to go with that kind of sound here, which is what you were hearing there, and it was the Calliope LD. Well, it's a Calliope LD. Wow, brilliant stuff there. Where else on the dial here? Do not touch that dial. Absolutely not. But, of course, what I would say, of course, is welcome to the one and only Beauty Sound with Nick C. Not Beauty in Sound. That's a complete and utter different sort of system altogether. It's a different channel altogether. That's run by Richard McVeigh, of course, which, of course, does organ music, yeah, does music like that, and of course based in Hampshire, and he does it pretty much every Sunday on YouTube. But if you've been watching on YouTube, massive hello to you. I know there's some people not on TikTok anymore as much, so I just want to give a shout out to Jay from Lincolnshire, who is actually not a mod anymore. He has basically stepped down from, of course, our channel, but he may occasionally come in and have a look at what we do on our YouTube channel. So if you are watching on replay, massive hello to you, and hello to all the Lincolnshire lads out there as well. If you do want a shout out, feel free to get in touch with us, and yeah, nice shout outs we'll do here. So Dexter here, can you wish luck to my friend Lennon? Okay, wish luck to your friend Lennon. Okay, whoever that is. And of course, where am I shouting out to? Please do let me know in the comments. Is that worth you know, a golden coin for every shout out I do? Let's see how many people do that then. But just for 10 minutes, eh? And see how it goes for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. If you want a shout out, then maybe a coin or more. It doesn't matter. You can even give more if you want to, or give just about 1 coin is sufficient. But it's entirely up to you. But if you just want to support the channel, it's entirely up to you as well. And of course, we have loads of mammoth tunes coming up here, so please do stay with us. Very shortly, we'll go to the UCB word for today, so do stay with us for that. Brilliant, extra brilliant. I've got to say that. Welcome to Beauty Sound with Nick C here. Thank you for the love hearts, which is flashing through this evening here. And if you haven't heard the Sunday version, I suggest you maybe give it a listen on our YouTube page, which is edited for your perfection here. I can't put the full thing, I'm afraid, due to probably copyright issues, but of course, yeah, I like to put highlights on there for everybody to see a perfect vision of the actual show and a different perspective, rather than, of course, seeing, of course, a smaller screen, for example. But of course, it's nice to have the camera still on here, which is great news here. I don't want to knock it. If I knock it, I have to sort of undo the USB and restart it again. But yeah, it is Nick C here. Welcome along. I'm a community journalist on my channel of Touring with Nick C. We do have a YouTube channel here. If you're interested in, of course, subscribing free of charge, feel free to do that. There's a lot of people that have not yet watched our videos, but still have subscribed to our channel. Please do, if you subscribe, make sure you watch our videos on YouTube. I know there's a lot of people that watch our videos on this channel here. On TikTok here. I was in two minds of actually quitting TikTok, but of course I decided to continue with it, and of course only do live shows here and there when I'm able to, and also of course the odd videos will come up on the channel as well. And don't forget, if you want to be a member of the actual channel, please do subscribe here. You get 7 days free of charge, and if you want to decide to continue after that, feel free to continue and support the channel. All proceeds will go to the channel and the upkeep to keep us going here. And if you love what you see, which is what those love hearts is all about, it really helps the channel out in a great deal here. And if you're able to support the channel even further, feel free to do that. And shout out per, of course, a coin here, and it doesn't seem to be proving successful at the moment, but of course, who knows? You never know who's in the chat here. If you do want to send something, if you're able to, then please do. Please put the first one in, because I need to know whether it's actually working or not, especially on the TikTok channel. So, yep. Of course, you'll find me doing the community news program, which we're already in as I speak this moment here, because it is Saturday the 17th of course, October 2025. What I will say is that the community news program on my YouTube channel is actually into the next episode. The next episode will be 22, of course, episode 22 that is, and of course we're probably going to go up to the 30th episode, and I had a special guest on there named JC, who is or has been talking about the beauty sound that of course he's going to be doing for his section of music without any beats in it, but he will probably put a little bit of beats towards the end of the concert, or whatever he does live on the YouTube channel. So we might be focusing on that, and of course we might have snippets of that and then put it onto TikTok, and we might swap it from time to time. So that'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? So yeah, Giuliani Buzz Buzz was the original name, so some people will know him as its former name, Nice and Relaxing Show with Giuliani Buzz Buzz, now changed to Beauty Sound with JC, and please do check out that TikTok channel as well. And we are soon to be changing the YouTube channel of course, Beauty Sound with JC. I ask us just where else on the dial here. It is simply called, yes, Beauty Sound with Nick C. If you are just turning on absolutely anywhere here, I'm going to go into slow rock if I can. So, of course, I can slow the tempo down slightly, which is quite easy to do. Alright, okay, I ask you just where else on the dial here, and thank you very much for everyone who has tuned in today. It's been absolutely mayhem, with lots of people coming in all over the place here, from across the country and the world as well. Please do, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our channel, Touring with Nick C on YouTube, and the link is in the profile, just above the videos. Right, okay, this one tonight is The Secret of Self-Control. Let's turn the music down a little bit so you can actually hear me now. The secret of self-control: set your minds and keep them set on what is above the higher things. To have a disciplined life, you must have a disciplined mind. Jesus said Satan's threefold purpose is to steal and to kill and to destroy. And you forget it at your own peril. In your own strength, you're no match for Satan, but God will give you the strength to overcome his strategies and exercise self-control. And the Bible tells us how. Set your minds and keep them set on what is above the highest things, not on the things that are on the earth. Note the words set your minds and keep them set. Many cars come with cruise control. When you reach the speed limit, you simply set the car's computer by pushing the lever or hitting a button, and the car maintains that speed. It won't go above it or drop beneath it. Similarly, when your mind is programmed with God's word, you set your thoughts and desires on that which pleases God rather than that which satisfies the cravings of your lower nature. Self-discipline is a price of freedom. When you're controlled by your own or just controlled by impulses, you're not free, you're a slave. Even legitimate things can enslave you. The saying goes, too much of good thing quickly becomes a bad thing. Paul writes, everything is permissionable, allowable and lawful, that is, for me, but not all things are helpful, good for me to do, expedient and profitable when considered with other things, that is. I will not become the slave of everything or be brought under its power. So the secret of self-control is to program your mind with God's word. And that's the end of the words for today, part number 1. Well, there's only one part of this one, but there's another one I'm going to read to you very soon. Okay, next one very soon is all about staying excited about your relationship. If you are in a relationship at this moment of time, always be enraptured with her or his love. Alright, okay, of course we'll continue with the show, and then we'll have the stay excited about your relationship, always be enwrapped with her or his love. and that's coming up on the way. I was excited about that until it ended there. So, of course, I thought it was never going to end there. But, of course, yeah, some people thought that, some people didn't. And some people actually enjoyed it. So, anyway, of course, where else? But, of course, there's some brilliant music here. And by far the mammoth kind of music here in big chunks of dosage for you there. Absolutely brilliant here. We have the cure if nobody else can. So there you go. Of course, what a great way to, of course, have a great show like this where you can have a different wide spectrum of kind of music and tones and sort of relaxation at the same time. So what I'm now going to do here before we leave here, because of course just over the hour now, I'm soon going to have a thing to cross over and continue with the live here, like a puzzle kind of thing that you have on live streams on TikTok. But before we play you some last ones here, sorry I went Christmassy, by the way. I just announced what we have been playing. There was Calypso Carol and Starry Night. And also, of course, in amongst all that, last night I had The Strangest Dream to put an end to war. Where Have All the Flowers Gone by Pete Seegers, or Sagers. And, of course, we also played you to kick off on the slow note after I read you the lovely piece of writing. It was Colours of Day, written by two people. Absolutely brilliant. That's, I think one of them was Sue McClennan. But, of course, yeah, absolutely brilliant. So we will now continue. If there is, by the way, a song that you've loved here, because we're looking for regulars that would like to tune in each and every time we go live. So if there is a particular song or hymn that you've heard and you think, wow, that is a wow factor, let me know. And, of course, I'll do my best to try and play it for you. And you can email, of course, touringwithUsteam@gmail.com with your requests as well. But we'll try and get them in for you free of charge. But, yeah, stay excited about your relationship. Always be enwrapped with her or his love. I'm going to read it to you without any music in the background. So I'm going to completely do it as I go. If you're married, think back to when you first met your husband or wife and fell in love. You thought about them day and night, ladies and gentlemen. You couldn't wait to be together. You hung on every word they spoke. The relationship was stimulating and exciting because you engaged each other's minds, excited about each other's emotions, and ignited each other's imagination on a wide range of life's topics. But numerous marriages don't survive because they die of boredom. Interesting that. One partner gets involved in an affair or an the other becomes addicted to porn or some kind of deviant behavior because they are bored in the relationship. That is interesting as well. And that's not an excuse for wrongdoing. But boredom functions like low-grade poison. It takes an unavoidable toll on each of you. The secret to good marriage lies in finding ways to keep improving yourself, then bringing that to the table of your relationship. Learn something new about your spouse's work and care about the details of their day. Have a shared dream you're working towards and then talk about it. When you're engaged in another person's life, you fortify their desire to share more about their day and themselves. And here is something else you can keep in mind. It's important to you to have a life outside the person that you are interested in. Bit of good advice there. Partners who want to grow together realise they must encourage each other to nurture friendships, hobbies, and interests independently. And exciting people, ladies and gentlemen, excite each other. Very good piece of wordage there. They understand how to develop their own lives without disregarding the shared life they have together. That's what the Bible means when it says, always be enraptured with her or his love. That could also mean about a normal general relationship. It doesn't have to be a married person. I think it can refer to people that are in relationships and all that kind of thing. But if you're single and want to stay single, fair enough, of course, you know. I'm sure it says something in this book about being single, so maybe I'll read that on another occasion. So I try to cater for everybody here. So a massive hello to everyone, and it's time now to say Auf Wiedersehen now, because it's time to hit off with the last one here, because it's gone so fantastically quick here. And if you've been watching on the replay on the YouTube channel, this is a live from TikTok. And of course, we are broadcasting also on the YouTube channel as well. So we appreciate everybody tuning in as and when they are able to. Please do comment if you're on YouTube as well, because we lack a little bit of comments, even if it's a good comment as well. Of course, there's a lot of trolls out there that do say silly little things here. They are just internet trolls. So, yeah, we're looking for some kind comments as well, kind feedback, constructive feedback as well. And so, yeah, we're looking forward to that. And, of course, you lot saying hello to us as well, all that kind of thing. But unfortunately, we had someone in the comment tonight say something really odd. I couldn't make a headway what it was on about. But anyway, of course, we'll carry on as per usual, like I say on my community news channel. We'll carry on fighting the community for you, hopefully, next time, before I have got in my throat. So we'll carry on fighting the community for you. Until next time, we'll be back before you can say the words, are you back already? Peace out and, have the rest of the weekend a fine weekend. And we're out of it for now. It is truly and deeply end of story. And take care of yourselves and most importantly each other. And of course we'll leave you with, of course, it won't be slow rock now. So yeah, we're going to go a little bit further down online now. So yeah, let's go a little bit down memory lane here of 70s disco. How about that then? Are you waiting for it? When you want it, of course, now. Ciao for now, and peace out, and God bless to you all.